What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Anetsu again with another tutorial. I'm just gonna run over some mixing or using the mixer in FL Studio, if you will. So have a look. We'll bring this up here. I just prepared something real simple that we're gonna mix. So some kind of a Euro style dance thing. Got a bass line and just the drums. And then after these 4 repetitions, yeah, it's got that Euro sound. So unlike some of the other tutorials where we were doing hip hop, I thought I'd change it up just a little bit. I think it's important for you as a producer to be diverse. Now, if you look at your channel, right, these numbers here indicate the mixer channel that that particular instrument is going to. That's your kick, that's your clap, that's another clap, that's your hat, and that's your snare. This is your bass, that's the synth. And if you click here, that's where you get your mixer. If we play it, you'll see where everything's hitting. Like you got your kick, clap, the hat, and the snare. Your bass line's going here because we haven't yet assigned it a mixer channel. So we'll start by doing that with your bass line. Click on it once and you go to assign free mixer track. There it is right there. And we'll do the same for the synth. So now everything's going through the mixer. There's your bass line. And there's your other synth. If we jump to the synth goes through there. Really important that we have them in separate channels because we want to apply separate effects to each of them. So we're gonna do some basic mixing just to show you the different sounds you can get. It's really important to be able to do this to get your track sounding more professional. So we'll start with the kick. We can do this pattern by pattern. So if we click here, instead of looping through the song, we'll loop through the pattern. So right now it's just the kicks. So what we'll do with the kicks is we'll do some compression. Alright, I'll do drums compression. Notice the difference. It's a lot louder, maybe a little bit too loud. You want your kicks hitting somewhere thereabouts. In between 0 and 5 is usually a good place to be. If we go with the claps, once again, it's not loud enough. So with your compression, yeah, let's go with drum compression. Claps, you want it slightly below the kick, and we're going to do some EQ. EQ is basically your, you're adjusting the frequencies, which I'll explain more in depth at another time. But basically for your claps, you want to remove the mid, and if you remove the low end, it makes space for your bass line later. So that's a clap, and we'll go to the hats. As advised, you do it pattern by pattern. I don't need the hats to be loud, but I do want to remove some mid frequency, some mid and low frequency to make space for the bass line. For your snares, now because the snare is coming underneath the clap, I don't want it to, I'm not going to compress it and put some gain on that. I will do some EQ, of course. Notice over here, there's too much lower, and then that will get in the way of your bass line. So you want to remove that as well, and remove some mid. Most instruments have a lot of mid, and to prevent them from clashing with each other, you just remove the mid. Now for the bass line, I'll do something a little different. I'll put some kind of I'll put a little bit of compression. Then I'll put some distortion. Now this is too much distortion, so you change that by turning your mix up down. It's just better for bass lines. Bring it all down, coming in just below the kick. Now for your synth, you want your synth to not be too loud. It should be coming underneath the drums. You know, so I'm gonna remove some mid, and I'm gonna put some reverb on that. And that's too much reverb for my liking, so I'm gonna turn this mix knob down. It's a really cool feature of FL Studio. Notice how that's less and that's more. So we'll have it thereabouts. Okay. One last thing. We got a pan, I think. So if I pan this to the right, that means more of it will go into the right speaker than will go into the left. So for your two claps, I want them to go to the right. For your hat, I'll make that go to the left. Yes, now I'll make it go to the left, but not as much as the hat. Don't pan your bass lines. And for your node lead, I'll pan that slightly to the right. Slightly. Don't pan your kicks. Right. Now there's a very slight difference for the uneducated ear, but you can see the difference that mixing makes. Obviously this is just a really basic short tutorial, but notice the difference between this and the way it was at the beginning of the video. And that's what you're aiming for. You're aiming for a more refined sound. Alright, so thank you for watching the tutorial. Keep on the lookout for more videos. Like, share, and subscribe. And the more you engage with this, the more I'll keep doing it. Alright, thanks for watching.